Today I'm going to show you how to make cinnamon rolls, and they're going to be very easy. You will have about 45 minutes of waiting time before getting them in the oven, but I promise you all of it's going to be worth it. So let's start off with our icing. You're going to mix all your icing ingredients together. Mind you, I have everything in the caption, but it's going to be vanilla, heavy cream, butter, and a pinch of salt. Give it a really good mix. And make sure you get in those corners and get all that little icing up at the thing. You don't want no powdered sugar left in the bottom of this container when you're done. And then you're just going to go ahead and set that to the side once you're done. We're going to get our yeast blooming. We're going to do our milk, yeast, and sugar and or honey. My honey jar was closed so tight, y'all couldn't get it open. So I just went ahead and opted in for the sugar so my husband could deal with our son, because baby, I had a lot going on. But I go ahead and cover this up, and you only need it to sit for a little less than 10 minutes. It'll bubble up, and by the time you're ready to get this dough actually started, you'll be good to go. So I combine my brown sugar and my cinnamon. This is going to be my filling for the inside of my cinnamon rolls. And then once I get all that combined, I'm just going to mix it together. We're going to get our flour, and you'll see that my yeast mixture is nice and foamy. And then I'll add that with my butter, and I'll mix that dough up really well. It's going to be nice and shaggy, but like not too shaggy. And that's why we get ready to lay out this flour. And we're going to go roll up this dough. We're going to roll it up real nice and tight, like, you know what I mean? But you're going to be kneading for just a little bit so until the mixture combines fully. And once we get it all combined, we'll pull out the rolling pin and roll it as flat as you can. I use self-rising flour in this recipe, partly because I didn't have any all-purpose, so I needed to make a recipe for it if I needed to make cinnamon rolls, and I didn't have any all-purpose. And so that's how we got this recipe right here. So I just roll it out as flat as I can. And once I get it to where I need it to be, I'm going to switch the angle on you guys. But I'll lay out my butter and that cinnamon topping that we put together. I'm going to go ahead and give that a nice little sprinkle over the top, making sure that I rub it into the cinnamon roll, to the dough, as even as possible. So when it's time to roll it up, I don't have like chunks of this everywhere and all over the place. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're going to start rolling this dough up. I would have usually did the shorter side, but I wanted some smaller cinnamon rolls and a little bit more than what I normally would get if I would have rolled it the other way. And as you can see, it's not extra pretty and all this other stuff. But I'm still not going to waste no dough. I'm not cutting off no strips, no ends, no nothing. I'm taking it all with me. And I just kind of find my center. I made like 6 cinnamon rolls out of this. And this is where the waiting, I kind of just let them rest for about 35-ish to so minutes. And then once I'm getting ready to bake them, I'll go ahead and turn my oven up to 390. And I cook them for, I think, about 25 minutes. And grease my little dish, put them all in there. They were nice and bouncy at this point. And I put them in there. I top it a little bit with a little bit of heavy cream. So you see that little sizzle? That's what it does. I like that. I like that. And yeah, that's basically it. And that icing that we put to the side, once they cool down a little bit, I go ahead and dump that icing on there, and baby, we're good to go. So yeah, try this recipe out. Let me know how you like it. All right, love you. Bye.